Yeah, so I managed to get a hold of one of these. Hey everyone, so I'm still kind of shocked that I was able to track one of these down. If you remember at all what it was like trying to find the NES Classic Edition, it was just ridiculous. I went to a couple stores the day that it came out, and I just had absolutely no luck, and I had given up on any hopes of getting it at all. So when I heard that they were coming out with the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, I had a feeling more or less that it would be the same situation, but it turns out that they shipped way more of these than I had initially expected. Just a couple days ago, EB Games announced that they are going to have approximately 500 copies of this at their flagship store in downtown Toronto. And when I heard that, at first I'm like, okay, that could be an option. But when I heard that they were going to have multiple extras of these at stores all across Canada, I knew that I'd probably have a better chance of finding this one here. Now, I went to my first choice for store. I decided to pick one that was definitely less frequented, but by the time I got there, it was still about half an hour off before opening, but it was already a little bit ridiculous. They had a huge lineup of people waiting to get in and purchase this, and there were about 40 people in line, but the good thing is, once an employee actually came out and started counting up how many people were in line, I knew at that point that definitely I will be getting one, and he eventually counted through everyone in line and told the guy that was just two people after me that he was the last one that would be receiving one of these today, and everyone else has to just go home. So I was really happy that I just barely made the cut and I was able to purchase this. It cost $99 in Canada, and let me just show you guys what it looks like. So first up, this is the box. It's a very small box, and this is the view from the front. It just looks kind of like an oversized game box from back in the day for Super Nintendo games, and I do like the aesthetic of it. On the side, there's a couple small blurbs there about the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. On the back, you see the full game list and the original box art for all of the pre-installed games. Then on the other side, you also get a blurb there, and on the top, you get just this image of a Super Nintendo controller, and then the bottom side just has like warning information and a bunch of other random crap. But let's go ahead, open this up, and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. And I really like this. This is a goofy little added touch. It says here on the inside flap of the box, now you're playing with superpower, and just something like that. It's got no purpose, but it's really nice to see something like that included there. So that's the outer box there, and on the inside you get that. First thing that you see is the precautions manual and probably like the startup instructions right there. In the side you get a USB power brick, and let me see what other the rest of the cables are underneath. This is the view of it from the top there. You can see the console there and the controllers. Let's start out, I suppose, with the controllers, and I'm very happy with the feel of these controllers. They look exactly like you would expect a Super Nintendo controller to look like, except the cables are definitely much smaller. I'm not sure how long these cables are supposed to be, but from what I've heard, they're supposed to be really short. So let's just take a look and see about this. Yeah, so the cable is definitely short. I want to say it's about 3 feet long. Probably doesn't show fully across this camera, but it's a fairly short cable, and that kind of sucks. But at least it's of a decent quality, and it definitely feels good in the hand. Definitely compared to an original Super Nintendo controller, this is very comparable. And if anything, this even feels better quality than the original controller, if I might say so myself. So you get the one controller there, and let me just get this trash off to the side. You also get a another controller right there, which is really nice. You don't have to go ahead and buy any extras. And just going to move the console out of the way to get to the cables that are underneath. You get a standard HDMI to HDMI cable, nothing really special there. And then you also get a USB to micro USB cable. And then in the top of the box there, you get the console itself. This is it here. It's a very compact design. As you can see, it's smaller than the size of my hand, or it fits in the palm of my hand rather. But it is a very nice design. Let's see how the front of this is supposed to open up for the... Oh, okay, that's an interesting design there. The front plate here pops down and you can plug in your controllers to the front there. And it has really rubbery feet on the bottom so that when you place it down on a surface, it's definitely going to stay in place, because you do get the same problem with a lot of these smaller devices that you have plugged into your TV, that they're very likely to sort of just get up and move every time that you move the cables or touch anything attached to this. But it's very nice to see that there. And it has the two switches on the front of it there for power and reset. Now I wonder if the reset switch actually does anything, or if it's there simply for show. The eject button definitely doesn't do anything, and of course there is no real cartridge slot either, because this one here only plays pre-installed games, and the selection of games includes Star Fox 2, which I am very happy for. And just to go over the list of games included pre-installed on this, we have Contra 3 The Alien Wars, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby Superstar, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out!, The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, Yoshi's Island, and of course the reason that most people are getting it, for Star Fox 2. Now, a lot of these games, I have them already and I've played them in their entirety, but there are some games in here that I've never owned and never experienced, so very happy to get the first opportunity to play some of these games. So very happy to finally have this, and very happy to have even been able to purchase it in the first place, considering how hard it is to get these products these days. But very happy. I'm going to go ahead and plug into my TV and see how it plays. That's it for now. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, just put in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like. And that's it. See ya.